Send it my way.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is Jackie Geisinger and some great leaders all across the Jaffra Nation coming to you live on April 23rd, I believe it is, of 2019. So great to be here today. So we're going to actually get started right away into our goal achieving webinar for the month of April. Let me get my screen ready for you as we get ready to share and get ready to plan to achieve our month-end goals. So again, welcome to leaders, future leaders, or those of you watching this recording session. Let me just minimize this here so we can get a clearer screen. So again, great to have you to our leaders meeting on this Training Tuesday. This Tuesday, by the way, will end our weekly Tuesday training. We'll be doing a little less throughout the next season, so we'll just review that quickly. If you didn't get a chance to take a look at the May Amber Region calendar. So we'll review that a little bit later today. So I always want to start out with how we're doing. Oh, sorry, it says March. I forgot to change one word on there, but how are we doing with the results so far for April? These are our goals. We always have 62% of our leaders achieving the number of orders goals. So far, for some reason, my screen did not change. This is so bizarre. You know what? Let me just go do something because this is not showing up correctly. So forgive me really quick. I'm going to go back out. So bear with me here. I have to just go grab something because this is not pulling up what I want. Let's start it fresh again. It should have saved it. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's okay. So it's almost April Fool's, right? Oh, we already had that. Just kidding. All right. So welcome. Forgive me for that. We're going to, again, re-kick this into the Amber Region, goal achieving webinar. So this is provided every Tuesday for Training Tuesday. We've been doing webinars since January every Tuesday for our training edition. This will change again, like I mentioned, come the month of May. We're going to do a little bit of summer scheduling change. And because Jaffra's been adding more, that means we do less. How is that, right? So we want to make sure you've got one regional place to gather, and then we'll continue, of course, utilizing Jaffra's corporate webinars. So today, our whole mantra on our goal achieving webinar is all about fire. As you know, I love this recipe at a meeting, at a Jaffra party, at a webinar. Anything you do should have fun, inspiration, which creates motivation, recognition, and education. So those of you who might just be viewing a webinar for the first time, my name is Jackie Geisinger. I'm the Regional Leader Director for the Amber Region, and I live in the great state of Minnesota. Joining us today as many leaders across the nation. So get your notebook, get your calendar, and get yourself ready to take notes. We've got a lot on our agenda today for you in this Leaders Edition training and Future Leaders Edition training. That being said, we're going to start with a little bit of fun. So I need you to get out some paper and pen. For those of you live, you have a chance to learn a little game. This is an old-time, old-fashioned, old is new recruiting rhyme time game. So here we go. What is the rhyming time? All right, you're going to keep track of your own points. So this is about you. So I'm going to go to the audience, all right? So bear with me. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're going to just do some points. So write your own points down. All right. If you've done any selling before other than Jaffra, give yourself 10 points on your sheet of paper. All right. Number 2, if you have your own car and are able to drive, the thing to do is just add 5. If some extra money is what you would like, add 10 more. Which is just about right. A little spare time will add to your score. For this, you may add 15 more. If you like people and think they are grand, add 6 more. and we're going to see where you stand. Add 10 points if you think parties are fun. And when you add this, you're almost done. If your score is the highest, it's plain to see. A JAFRA leader, director, or consultant is what you should be. Add 10 more points if you want to be a JAFRA leader climbing the ladder like me. All right, add your points. All right, who has 40 or more points? Raise your hand. All right, or type in your chat box. All right, 50, 60, 70. All right, you should all have at least 60, right? So, all right, what our fun of this game is finding ways to involve people, whether it's Facebook, whether it's a posting, whether it's a Facebook Live, whether it's a party. This is just kicking off different engaging ways. Of course, I twisted it just a little bit, but it's called the recruiting rhyme time. You can start parties this way, and you can do things like this on Facebook and have people typing in what did they have for points. If you're doing a monthly meeting and you've got guests there. So how many of you have played this game before in the old days or the new days? No? Okay. How many of you play games at your JAFRA parties, your JAFRA meetings? Awesome. So if you just Google fun games to play at parties or meetings for direct sellers, you will find hundreds of games. So whatever you like to do, today is about engaging people, from vendor shows to your parties to your meetings. Remember, in the recipe FIRE, F-I-R-E, that you saw on my slide number 1, the first word is fun. And that is always so important. So call this dorky, whether you like it or not. How do you bring the opportunity and the products to life in all that you do? So I'll post this on our Training Tuesdays. It's just a silly one, but it's always a way to engage people. Ask questions. Now you can go back to the audience and say, great, how many of you had more spare time? Tell me what you do. So it's a way to get to know your audience. It's called an icebreaker, but you can go back and review these topics. You can talk about a car, but you can say, did you know in JAFRA, we have 3 ways to have a car: a free Mazda, District Director Cash, or a Mercedes. So it can intrigue, talking about the opportunities with JAFRA, a way for you to tell my story or your story, and to invite people to just watch what you're doing at your party or meeting to see if the shoe fits for them today.
Jackie.
So that's called the recruiting rhyme time. So how many of you need to go back to a little bit more fun at your parties and meetings? All right, get goofy, get crazy. Noisemakers, decorations, and games. I don't care how old you are. Everybody likes to play along and win prizes. So let's take us back past our opening today and take us back to our program. So again, that's going to be our focus today, keeping your vendor shows, keeping Facebook fun, keeping your parties fun. It's spring, people are happy, the birds are chirping, and we're going to be chirping out loud about JAFRA. So let's do that regional update for April. Our goal is always 62% of our leaders achieving their number of orders goals. We have 6% to date that have achieved their goals by April 22nd. So actually it was through the close of the day, the 21st. So that puts us at number 3 of 11 regions in the United States through the 21st close of the day. Next, our goal, of course, is always to have at least 10 new or renewed leaders for the month. I don't have that result, obviously, yet. And the third goal we have is 262 new consultants Month to date, we're at 74%. So you can see we're just barely 30% to our goal. That puts us at number 7 for the month of 11 different regions. So that is our updated recognition. You all know I love to do green by 19. So we're going to have a little bit of fun and recognition here, talking about where are we. So this is the number of orders goals. Our target number for the month is 5632. Leaders, you got this email the first week of April with all of your branch and district goals for the month. So this is what Jafra does, just so consultants might be watching this going, what does that mean? We take our company goals, which we call KOIs, key operating indicators. That's how companies are ran. That's what helps the bottom dollar profit. Just like you set goals, so does every company. With your business, we do it with Jafra's business. And then we divide it by the number of active consultants in your branch, and that's the number of orders goals that every branch, should they accomplish that, we would achieve our company goals. That's what makes us, ring that bell. I won't get too loud. So when you see us ring the bell, that's what produces that. So through the 21st, actually through the 19th, I always go through, this is where we were with our number of orders goals. So throughout the weekend, I did include that if it lands upon the weekend. So you can see that where we're at, we have a total of 233 leaders. And so far, look at this. These are the top 13 branch achievers. These 13 leaders have already achieved their number of orders goals. Betty Green, Linda Hartley, Shirley Pryor Davis, Judy Landry, Hannah Wachter, Karen McQuarrie, Michelle Colbert, Josefina Avila, Lynn Winton, Markia Miller, Teresa Becker, Leticia Mora, and Janet Cower. Congratulations to our top branch achievers so far for the month out of 233 leaders. So what I get to do is live with you here. I'm going to draw our Green by 13 winner, number 1 through 13 leaders. So here we go. I have 1 through 13. I am at random.org, and our live drawing winner is number 11, and that takes us right down to Shirley Pryor Davis. Congratulations, Shirley, for achieving your month number of orders goals already. Congratulations. Next, we wanted to celebrate our district goal achiever, and there's only one so far out of district managers through ambassadors. That's Janet Cower. That makes her an automatic winner. So congratulations, being green by 19. Next, what do we have? Those who sponsored. So we also do green by 19 for sponsoring. It fell on a Friday, so we took it through the 21st. So you can see we've had 31 sponsors by we've had 31 sponsors by consultants, I was correct, 43 by leaders, for a total of 74 sponsors. Right now, our average branch is about an arm and a leg, maybe not even quite that, a third of a consultant per branch. And we have a total of 7 out of 11 in ranking for the number of sponsors for the month. And we are 10 out of 11 for the average sponsors per leader team. You can see every consultant and leader on this page here who has already sponsored one or more. You will see by their last name in parentheses, those who rose above and had more than one. Evelyn Abernathy with 2, Josefina Avila with 2, Mentori Braggs with 2, Denora Diaz with 2. We have Paula Jackson with 2, new manager, new district manager as well. Rosa Lopez with 3. And I am look at our number 1 with 5, green by 19, Betty Green. That makes Betty Green an automatic prize winner. So congratulations to all of our sponsors and to your number one leader, Betty Green. Congratulations. We're going to do a drawing for Green by 19, numbers 1 through 74. Here we go. And our winner is number 45. So you can see these numbers are listed here. Number 49 is our winner, and that is Diane Nelson. So congratulations, Diane Nelson, for our Green by 19 drawing winner. So we look forward to doing this each and every month. We also want to pause our recognition before we have a little bit more inspiration to celebrate those who are on track for Los Cabos and or Michael Kors Watch. Michael Kors Watch are for those who promoted to manager by March 31st and are on track to having 3 Q1Cs their first 3 months as a first time or renewed leader after 18 months of not being a leader. When they do that, they get the Michael Kors Watch. When they then promote a manager after being a new manager, and then have 3 Q1Cs the following month, again, after promoting a leader. They then earn Los Cabos plus Michael Kors plus cash bonuses. Who do we have on track? Diane Rico. We've got her promoted by Lori Alley last month. Betty Green, promoted by Sylvia last month. Carla Montoya, promoted by Gail last month. Maria Villagrana, promoted last month. Michelle or Shelly Meyer, promoted last month, both from Minnesota. Nina Green, promoted from Michigan with Mentori. And Paula, the third promotion as well from Minnesota, promoted by Gina O'Neill. Veronica, promoted from Minnesota as well. That puts Gina O'Neill with 3 direct and 1 indirect because Paula promoted a group. And that puts Gina on track as our only district leader on track for Los Cabos. When her 3 leaders achieve, she'll be in Los Cabos with them. And our new promotion during the month of February, Hannah Wachter. So congratulations to each and every one of you on track for Michael Kors as well as Los Cabos so far. So we cheer you on and celebrate you. So I wanted to have our inspiration pause moment in our cookout before we go into education and getting you ready to achieve your goals during the month of April and get you ready for May by pausing. You've seen her name everywhere. She has been on every meeting from Sundays to Mondays to Tuesdays. She loves being in WhatsApp. We have watched Betty Green from New York grow. She went to Dallas. She retired this past fall. She shows up and she grows up. And I am telling you, she has found her groove. Nothing makes me prouder than to welcome Betty Green. She may not have known it till she saw the screen, but oh my gosh, #1 leading the entire Amber region month to date as our top sponsoring consultant / leader. I know she still is pinching herself to say, are you kidding me right now? But Betty, I wanted you to join us today and share with us what has been happening. How did you get here and what's been your change maker? Because you're the one who's made the change. So first, congratulations, Betty Green!
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Yeah, every time you say something, I get all teared up. And my husband heard you say that. That was really nice.
Oh, so cool. You got a great wife there.
Oh, he's gone. Wow. You know, rebooting my business the last 3 years, from doing nothing to orders a year to this, it has been the most inspiring 3 years really in my life. You know, I worked 39 years as a dietitian, and I really got no recognition. As a matter of fact, most people don't like their dietitian because they're always telling them what to do. And I loved what I did, and I did some really good things, but I really love really love the camaraderie, and I really love the recognition here. It inspires me to do more. And so and I'll always give her credit, the conference calls that Sylvia started 3 years ago, January, when I said, wow, somebody even cares, because I'm so remote from my team, to finally getting on these meetings and finally getting a camera and a microphone. That was a big step, and you all really leading me out of my little boxes. They got me to order business cards, and then they got me to do a little bit more and a little bit more, and somebody meet me at the airport in Las Vegas the first year, and just all of this stuff that I give all of you so much credit, because I take bits and pieces from all of you that you all inspire me, and you encourage me, and you give me so much hope, and the ideas you give me. I mean, I had 4 people on Smart Start last night because Sandra said she was giving a gift or a raffle. I'm like, okay, I'll do that, and I did it, and I had people on. So I'm learning to take your ideas and try them. I don't try all of them. I try probably 1% of them, but it's all of you, and the love, because I feel love from all of you. I feel like I know all of you. When I went to Dallas this year, it was like a homecoming. It was wonderful. And I just get so inspired by all of you, and the WhatsApp chat. I have to tell you that to get answers right away, Sylvia works full time, and she's in California, and so she just can't be there, for those quick answers, and she just can't be the on the spot manager, and she's wonderful, but you guys all fill in for her, and you've been wonderful fill-ins, and I get on as much to see all of you as I do to get the training. You just all inspire me, and you make me cry all the time. All the time. And so it was Linda White that inspired me to offer people an extra $40 to give them 50% commission their first month. And so I signed for a party. I was in shock. It took me 10 hours to finish all of that. But thank you, Linda, because that's how I got 4 in one party. And I told them what I was doing. I told them about the Florida trip, and I knew 3 out of the 4. The 4th one's going to do the business. And I didn't even know her, but she was on training last night. And so, gosh, I just thank you all for your ideas. So I feel like I'm idea dead. I don't have very many ideas, but I take yours, and I just thank you for them. And then I did the same thing with a 5th person. So I'm going to get the luggage. Yes. And I love those
luggage, Orlando, Los Cabos. Oh my gosh.
I know. I know. I love the carrots. I love the tchotchkes. I love the jewelry. I love the logo. I love all that stuff. And I love displaying it. I love having it. And people say, "Oh, what's that? What's Jafra?" I just love it. So, did I answer your question?
Yeah. So let me back it up a little bit, because it's fascinating what you're doing, and I'll give you all a little prelude. Betty struggled for a while, in case this relates to any future manager. Okay. Or leaders. Sometimes we get frozen in time, and we just can't seem to get a momentum, a groove, right? And it's like, I'm just stuck. So It took Betty time to get a groove. She wanted to sponsor. She wanted to be a leader. She had just started doing parties. Gosh, last year, before you retired, you took a lunch break and would do a party, right? So I remember everything. You put signs on your door. You were showing up at Smart Start, and you were applying. The one thing I will always say is you're a permanent learner, but you take action from what you learn. You don't show up and go, those are great ideas. You go out and you apply it. I remember the first time we launched Orlando, I had to go climb in the attic and get my daughter who's now 30, get all of her Mickey Mouse stuff down. And I said, but no one looks like they're earning Orlando on their camera. And look at Betty. She's sitting there with all her Orlando stuff. She did it instantly. And the next time she had a camera on, which was within the next day, there was Disney. So she's also a learner, but she applies and is willing to try until it works. And so we were able to watch her when she retired, trying to figure out, oh my gosh, how do I do this? I don't even know how to have all this time. And it takes a while to go through that. But she just kept showing up and trying and started doing more parties, got to Dallas and had this, oh gosh, am I ready? And we were able to watch her throughout WhatsApp. As she's not getting encouragement, she's giving it or both. And so I really want to backtrack to that. But even though she graduated from Start Smart Sunday, she was always there because she still wanted to take it in. And every time she's off of something, she has pages of notes, always. But she sifts through. She does. She's like, oh my gosh, I have all these pages. But she sifts through and she applies and she keeps going and keeps going. So what she did to come back to, this was again, kudos to Linda White. She was on the Magic Mondays to Earn Orlando trip. And to reiterate what she said, she had parties coming up, but she really truly was, looking at dialogue, looking at a way, how do I get this? Because how many had you had sponsored towards the trip at the beginning of April, Betty? Two. So here we are, December, January, February, March.
Oh, 3.
4 months.
I think 2 or 3, but I had like
3, but one hadn't qualified or something, right?
Right. That was it.
So here she was. I mean, honestly, most people with 2 months to go, after 4 months gone, say, I'm out. Oh, no, not Betty. She was like, okay, if I got to keep showing up day and night, I will. And always look for feedback. So she took Linda's idea in detail. I'll just put it in a nutshell. As she decided to invest $40 per sponsor. She said, you're 40%, but I'm earning a trip. Betty has never told everyone her goals. Betty, how did it feel when you said, I'm earning a trip, so you're helping me, but I want to help you? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was a little awkward in the beginning. I said, this is what I'm going to offer you. And then I said, well, I got to tell you why I'm doing this. So then I said, let me just tell you, I'm earning a trip to Florida. And so I need to sponsor people. So in order to do that, I am giving you this extra, I'm going to rebate you. You have to sign up and you have to pay it, but I'm going to rebate you the $40 so that you will get 40% off on your first order. And so we finished on talking to them about, the sets. Oh, and it was a makeup party, but I had done skincare on half their face. So I had a skincare set and I had a makeup set. And if they got them both, it was going to be like $278. So I said to them, well, if you sign up and I'm going to give you this rebate, you're going to get everything for $249. So yeah, I really should do this. And they all but one went for it. The one who didn't go for it didn't buy anything. So, so really it was a 4 for 4 of anybody who was buying anything. So it helped to have the 2 sets of things that they wanted, both parts of both of it. But once I told them everything, it was like, well, we're going to help you. It was really cool.
And in the meantime, what she did then, so she showed them the price at $40, but she was paying the $40 difference, which would be their cost at 50%. Right. So once they did their $400 and their kit, then she gave them the $40 cash rebate, which in return, she's making at least $22, 11%, right? So the cost was $18 for her incentive per person, which she'll get back with more sales, more orders, all of that. But that was a way to see, would this work to help me get the trip? She was willing to try it. And like she said, out of 5 people at a party, 4 QNC'd, and now she's getting her 5th sponsored because she got a groove. And my favorite story was Betty came on the camera. She was WhatsApping all weekend. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. She's in awe herself. Everybody's cheering. And because here again, she had been working on this for 4 months and just couldn't get that consistency groove, but would not give up, showed up to everything and wouldn't give up on the trip. At the end, what the magic was is when she looked in the camera and said, it felt so right. I felt at home. I felt I was sponsoring for them. And I didn't know people would want to help me with a goal. And yet, really, I gave them the gift. So she found her win-win, right?
Right.
So Betty, we say cheers to you. Kudos to you. Congratulations to you. How cool to find that turnaround, to never give up, keep going. And again, here you had basically 5. We were on our call yesterday. I'm like, there's still 9 days. And she's like, I can't believe there's 9 days and I have 5. This is crazy. Right. So well deserved. And that happens when you keep showing up and applying it and making sure you got things on your calendar to practice and find your groove. So anyone out there have any questions for Betty, or anybody want to make any comments?
If I can say one more thing, the other switch in my brain was switching from the new consultant packs, which we know is the very best deal. We know that. But I switched from that to a third option that you can make up your own $400. And the last 5 people have made up their own $400. And that came actually from you, Jackie, setting up that $400 order for the people who we need to order another $400 to get the extra points. But I just said, or you can set up your own $400, and they've all done that. Even though wasn't their best deal, it was what was right for them, and that was perfect.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. And again, when you say 40% savings, the reality is every month in your brochure, like I just studied the May brochure to that point. I mean, we have fragrances, men's fragrances are up to 56% off. You have makeup products at 30% off, skincare products 30 to 50% off. Add in an additional 40 to 50% off. Your consultants are typically saving 50 to 70% in the monthly sale book, and a standard no less than 30% in your full catalog. So again, it's pausing and showing them the hot buys of the month from your 4 departments. So way to take it, way to run with it. But the key is, it's really the gift you gave them. Here, 4 out of 11 of her consultants showed up last night at Smart Start. Yeah. So they're off to a great start. You don't know what they want. They don't know what they want till they join, and you have made some change in their opportunity. So thank you, Betty. Thank you for being our inspiration, and we couldn't be more proud to recognize you today. So thank you for who you are. Yay, Betty!
I love you all.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to take you back to education. Get your notebook. We're going to power pack you for the rest of our time today. And as we go forward, the first thing we'll do is a checklist for April. Then we'll go into a little bit of education for our main training today for our leaders and future leaders, and then we'll end with getting you ready for May. Remember, this is goal achieving. So the goals you set out for the month of April, you've got 8 great days ahead of you. Just as Betty in one party started to flip her results, her belief system, and found her home, the way that she felt so confident and excited to invite people to her Jafra team, that's what you have. Every day is a new day. So earning that beautiful computer backpack, earning that beautiful tablet tote, and that spinner luggage, just like Betty, this is still all on the table for you or anyone on your team. Don't leave it. P.S. There might be a few more things coming, and you won't have the full collection. What will it feel like going to Austin with your entire luggage set? Be the best because you decide to learn, apply, and do it. So 8 great days don't end a day without knowing you did everything you could that day to be a part of this beautiful Kenneth Cole Jafra luggage collection. All right. Whoops, sorry, excuse me. What else is on your checklist? On your checklist is your new consultants. This is to help you plan your outreach calls during the month of April. So don't forget to follow up and close the opportunity for those who are ready to spring into more with their Jafra business. So again, are you sending out reminders of this month's kits and their free gifts on the table? You also have those amazing product packs again. Anyone who has joined in April, they only have this month to earn those 2 packs. Any new consultants, February, March, or April, you are the follow-up phone call, a personal reminder that they've got longevity balm if it's April. They've got Paris if they joined in March. And they've got the longevity cream if they joined in February with their $300 order this month. Anyone who is in Fast Start, January new consultants are ending their first Revitalized collection. So if they're January, February, March, or April, they're moving towards that $1,200 free Revitalized collection. Or did they earn their first collection and they're in their second, third, or fourth over their first year? That's $719 of products for them. You are the engagement. You are the motivation. You are the inspiration with your caring calls. Just like Sylvia was for Betty when Betty said, oh my gosh, there's someone out here who cares. Now she knows what's carried her is the caring community between WhatsApp, our webinars, our conferences. That's what this is. And you do that, not a text, not an email. You're the voice of their team leader. Then, who do you have who joined from October through April? They're on their last month or potentially their early months of qualifying to manager. They've got their enrollment month plus 3 for the Royal Jelly, enrollment month plus 6 to qualify as a manager. So anyone October through April is earning that iPad plus their new manager bonuses and 11%. The key is you need to look at the compensation plan guide that's in your business literature. Qualifying to manager and maintaining manager for the iPad is different than just our regular branch qualifications. So you need to know those details. They are listed in full detail in the compensation plan guide. The beautiful gray, I think it's like 18 to 20 pages. It's beautiful. So make sure you look at that. But remember to plan Power Hour to make sure you do these personal outreach calls. All right. What else is on the table? This is top priority. Anyone whose last order was November 30th or prior, that almond oil, it's back. It's more luxurious than ever. And they can't leave this on the table. This again is with their $300 order. They get free shipping and 2 almonds. That's like $60 value. It's like getting 20% more free, right? With their order on top of their 40%. So make sure it's a personal call. If you've got a large group, do an easy texting. That's what Lori uses. Dial my calls. I know Susan Nichols and many of you are using that. Postcalls.com. I know that Vicki Hacking uses that. Call them all. Phoneblast.com. Your Jafra app, if they're in your contacts for the Jafra app and they've downloaded it. This is a time to reach out. Remember, you have the list. It came in the mail. Or you can go to your reports, find the inactive consultants, and you get rewarded when 3 or more inactives activate this month. 2 almonds for you and the beautiful Royal Jelly Honeycomb necklace for you or to use for an incentive. Make sure you've got time blocked now because you may need to do a Zoom time to help them place their order or go shopping. So call and invite them to a Zoom shopping time where you take them through the book, you take them through the hot specials like Betty talked about, that $400 order, and help them if they haven't been placing an order for a while. So that is really, really key. What else is going on to finish with the month of April? It's a time to really, really focus on helping people save time and money with beautiful Mother's Day postings, helping people still have time to open up their gift boutique for Mother's Day graduations, weddings, baby showers, Father's Day giftables. So this is a great time again to be posting and inviting people to hurry and save, open up their business and profit. So it's a great opportunity. Work with your consultants who want more. Do they want to make the next 8 days great? Then help them. Show how to post with social.jafra.com. Help them find their favorite features and carry the products with them, or show them the scent seals within their books so that they can, again, just imagine, show them how they could sell 5 duos each. Well, you could do 5 a day. That could give them 40. If they sold a couple a day, get them 20 duos, they could have $780 profit. Or retail, excuse me, and still have hundreds of dollars of commission. So again, just such a great time to pause and show them that right now people are buying Mother's Day gifts. It's all over in every store. It's all over TV and social media. As you're calling those consultants on your checklist of reminders, or you're sending reminder emails or texting, don't forget they can add in the party offer with the $59 retail value with their $400 order. Everything is about $400, to be honest. They can purchase the color set. They can buy the Hostess collection. So again, there's just so much more at $400 than $300. So be sure you're always focused on that. And what else do they have? They've got their demo. That's Mr. Demo, we call him, for Absolute 56. Again, a great way to really shop and save and have a product to show and sell and profit during the month of May, getting ready for Father's Day and graduation gifts. And it's their last chance for the 3 for $29, from your clients to your consultants. Consultants can't miss this. It takes their products down to $4 to $5 to $6 per item for our top selling wellness products. So really, really, really important for giftables and self-purchasing. Don't forget, as you are finishing your orders, to continue to stock up on your polish and protein offers here with the Jafra Glow offer that you can stock up on now at a low price and still book parties into that first month of June. Or quickly do some parties of your own on Facebook or in your own home and be able to do mystery hostess drawing gifts from those who attend. And again, as you heard Betty talk about, pause, you can go into the units on Training Tuesday, and that's where we showed them a smart shopping order with Jafra at $400. It's the spring color and spa order, $704 retail value, and they are getting 29 products at up to 72% off. They can save up to $500 just on the retail specials this month only. Everything's about 72% that we put in there, and with their discount, and they can go shopping for 73% off Royal Jelly products and that Precious Protein Duo offer in the Hostess collection. So always, again, make sure they're smart shoppers with everything we do. That just takes training to teach them how to shop and save on a monthly or at least every other month basis. And for those of you that wanted to take advantage of this idea that we came up with the first week of April, for those recognition programs in your branch, everyone with 400, you could give the volcanic mask. Everyone with 400 May, the mud mask. And when they do both months, they get the hair mask. Remember, you're giving $77 of gifts. You're buying that 3 for $29 plus making your 11% or higher commission. But you want to make sure you order them to get that low price of just $4 and some odd cents per product if you're going to do this recognition masquerade. That's what Betty was talking about, okay? So again, that is all of our reminders, as you close out April. So let me pause really quick. I'm going to go back to the audience for any other questions or comments, and then we're going to head into our little education piece. Is there anyone with any particular questions or comments from wrapping up the month of April? Okay. All right, let me take you back. And we're going to go into our education piece. This is about keeping it fun and the trend of what's happening with online social media, how to really have success at some of your tabletop events, because spring nets us a shopping season, a time where they update their skincare, their giftables, their makeup, their birthday suit items, their sunscreen items. It's a time as well where they're looking for spring income. They know they're out and about, they're going to see more people, so they're looking at just that little bit more because it's vacation time, they're doing more with their kids. So I wanted to bring you a couple of key facts about our shopping, I guess we'll say habits today. This is a survey, I won't read all the details, but 50% of the shoppers have made a purchase through social media within the last year. The signs are pointing to such a continued growth of social commerce. Today, social media is increasing as a central role in the retail e-commerce. There's email, there's all sorts of ways, but social media is working. The brands are really using social media as their sales platform. Consumers are using social content as a discovery tool to use new and exciting products. And they're looking for products that fall into their lifestyle categories. So this is, again, you have to build that brand. It's not Jafra the brand, it's you. You're their advisor. You own that TV station. You own that Oprah magazine. That's what you are. You're a blogger, you're an educator, you're a teacher, and you're their go-to. You want to keep in front of them on a consistent basis. It is proven again, according to Business Insider, the 500 top retailers earned $6.5 billion from social shopping in 2017. This has grown 24% year after year. 2 years later, you're seeing that growing towards 40% people social shopping. Social platforms are testing, and they are the new direct selling functionality. It lets retail brands create social content, and people share you very quickly, but you have to invite them to share you and like you. This is a very quick way that you can continue to build your platform. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to give you some tips. The laws of direct selling and the verbiage have changed due to some really big lawsuits in the last couple of years. When Jafra had to change all of our policies and procedures, we had to change our independent contract agreement. When you go into Jafra Be Beautiful, there's an 80-page document on words, what you can do, what you can't do. So I wanted to do a little education on that today, coming to you truly from our legal department. You've met them before, Jessica and Anna, and just recently in the last couple of months, it's changed. So I hope you share this link to today's webinar so that everyone in your team can take a look at this. It's really important. Jafra already has videos that are ready for you, but we're going to be updating all of your brochures, opportunity brochure, a compensation plan guide. Everything will have to change again because the laws continue to change. So I want to give you just a couple of outdated and updated news. In the old days, as you can see by the covered wagon, We used to be able to talk like, become a princess and be your own boss. You can make tons of money. Oh my gosh, the money is unbelievable. It's unlimited. Quit your job today. Financial freedom awaits you. Opportunities calling. You could post diamonds. You could post beautiful houses. You could post emojis about money bags. Guess what? The times have changed. People got in that carriage, they drove up to the castle, and they did what people said. It's so easy, just tell people, and it magically happens. It didn't magically happen. And because of that, now we have new insight to what we want to say. So that magical, pretty princess land again, as we rode up to that cabin, we didn't necessarily see it happen. So here's what we can say today. Wow, you have the opportunity to sell amazing products. You can start your own business. You will make new friends and learn new skills. Betty's a prime example of that she shared today. You can be rewarded for your time, your effort, your hard work. Earn amazing incentives. Like I, because of growing my team, earned luggage. I, because of growing my team and our team sales, have been able to earn a trip from the company, rewarded for my efforts from selling and growing our team, a trip to Orlando, Los Cabos. That's Betty's story because it's the truth. But you have to refer to the activity you did and the awards you're earning, okay? So when you're posting, the words matter. People are continuously watching you. They may even be showing up at meetings. Don't panic, but we're gonna be more conscious of what we do. We all represent Jafra, and please know that even the Blue Opportunity brochure will be changing soon. We're going through legal processes with that. So I wanted to be the first to make sure you're in the know and the now. So this is the new opportunity words versus what you saw back here, what we were making false promises on, okay? And I don't mean we as Jafra, but the trend of the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, there's a couple other legal law abiders that are here. You can be proud to know being a part of the Direct Selling Association matters. And there's a lot of startup companies that aren't there. We pay to be a part of that organization. We serve on the board because we want to run authentic direct selling companies. So here's a couple of things you might want to know. Avoid stating that a consultant could expect to earn a specific amount of money from the Jafra opportunity. Like I can't say when you sell Jafra, you can make thousands of dollars. You can't say that. You can't even really say, I did a party last night, I worked 2 hours and made 500. What you can say is with our 50% commission opportunity, a party really is profitable. You get paid for the effort that you put in, just like a job. But Jafra has one of the highest commission paid in the industry at 50%. That's a fact, okay? Next, don't make false or misleading, incomplete, or deceptive claims about income or lifestyle related to the Jafra opportunity. With Jafra, I've got the biggest paychecks and I'm building this dream home over here, okay? So that tends people to believe that they too will have the same result. The truth is, on average, most consultants in direct sales don't have that. What it's always based on is you have amazing products that you know, you've noticed your customers love. You have one of the best compensation plans in the industry with 50% and 11%. Your earning opportunity guide is very factual. You can stay there when you talk about the business. Don't show images of a lavish lifestyle associated with the opportunity. Let me give you some examples. Showing piles of money, dream cars, lavish boats, lavish houses. You can't even show diamonds next to your income, emojis such as this in social media. So these are things you can show: what you do, the types of products, right? The events you're hosting, how you might feel, and literally hands-on publications. Using Jafra's business media, when you go to the business meeting, those pictures all go through Lego. Social.jafra.com all go through Lego, okay? Using our videos all go through Lego. So again, you can print the policies and procedures, and that will help you. What I wanted to do was give you some phrases to avoid. This really helped me, okay? And this is all new. We're all gonna learn and grow together. And if you see an opportunity that we need Jafra to help us more, your legal department, Anna and Jessica, are waiting for all of your feedback and ideas on how we can help train our consultants together. This is a we team, and every company is going through this, okay? So here's some of the key phrases. Forgive me here really quick, sorry. Key phrases to avoid when you talk about opportunity. Jafra is your opportunity for financial freedom. We know some of our brochures even have those words. We have to change them, okay? Next, need some extra income to pay off debts or save for a dream vacation. Avoid that, okay? This is new to us, but we want to avoid that. Have the opportunity to earn extra income whenever. Avoid that. Earning money with Jafra is easy. Looking for help to pay your monthly bills. Looking for extra cash. Do you know someone? Someone who will benefit from extra income and more free time, okay? A conversation, you might be able to say this, but when you're putting things in print from your meetings, again, to your postings, this is where you want to be careful. With Jafra, you can pay for this, 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 and this, okay? With Jafra, you can leave your job and instead work for yourself. Let me show you, sorry, the header here. Again, the side note is this is independent contractors, not an employer. So let me give you some examples. Instead of saying career, if you want the freedom to launch your own career, or instead of saying be your own boss, instead of saying with Jafra there are 2 ways to payday. These are the things we know we've got in our brochure that we're going to be changing for you. Instead, we would say start your own business. Instead, we would say have your own schedule. Instead, the freedom to be you. So avoid this and instead say these words, okay? So we're trying to show you the difference of phrases to avoid, and things you can say, okay? So note that we're changing with you. I'm just doing this really quick and easy because this is just now changing. So again, here is why. The income, earning, and lifestyle claims policy is as this. Any materials or content which make income, earning, or lifestyle claims have a limitation. So we're taking a look at all of our brochures, social media posts, website copy, scripts for videos, presentations. Note this is what we're doing to help you and help all of us. Remember, everything we do is intended for distribution or publications in the United States. We don't work with worldwide. These are the rules of the US. We must review everything from our compliance department. If you're going to make a flyer or you're questioning, please pause and write to Jafra at jafracares.com, and we will make sure the US Compliance Department takes a look at it, okay? So we want you to know we're here to help you. When in doubt, don't panic, don't feel freaked out. Write to us and we'll help you. Let me just give you some examples. So here's some good examples of questions or things you could say on Facebook Live, things you could interview someone on at a meeting. What's the best part of your Jafra business? Just like the slogan says, freedom to be you. I have the freedom to be myself, the freedom to have a flexible schedule, the freedom to set my own hours, the freedom to grow as a person, the freedom to share amazing products or opportunities with others. Those are great ways to talk about the freedom to be you. Next, why Jafra? Because Jafra is a company that's always looking out for its consultants with recognition and rewarding us for our hard work. Like Betty was sharing her hard work, she's earning these great incentives. Unlike other companies, Jafra focuses on not only focuses on numbers, but on their consultants' personal development. It's like Betty sharing how she goes to training and she's learning and she's got this notebook and her confidence is radiating. And she takes it, applies it, and it works. And she's got a community on WhatsApp and webinars that supports her and conference calls with her leader. You might ask someone, how is Jafra helping you? Jafra has helped become the woman I am today. A confident businesswoman. I've learned so much thanks to Jafra and all of you. Exactly what Betty was saying in her words today. And I'm very proud of myself. You could ask again, or you could share, what are my goals? My goals are to keep growing my Jafra business, inspire other women like Betty was doing, and show them that Jafra isn't just about income. It's about an opportunity to make a difference for me and them. Here are some bad examples. Again, so if the question is, what's the best part? Oh, financial freedom. Jafra's paid me millions over the years. Bad. Why Jafra? Oh, because I was able to leave my job and work full time. In this company, you don't need to go to college to earn as much as an executive. Bad. That represents that everyone can do that. That's not true. It's hard work, continued effort, and you're paid for that, like Betty. How is Jafra helping you? Jafra's helped me pay for my college education for my kids, all of my vacations. We built a custom home, supported all the things we have in our life as a family. Not true for the average person. What are your goals for the future? To earn a Mercedes, buy a house, keep sharing the opportunity with women out there and let them know they can earn more than the minimums. Again, showing the earning opportunity book. Look at the programs Jafra has. When you build your team and build your team's sales and invite people to leadership, you earn Mazdas. We have an incentive program with a link to earn the Mercedes-Benz. So again, you're just showing the programs, not in general. So with that being said, I just wanted to go back to the audience. So you'll have these slides. You'll see Jafra come up with more videos, more information, and more training. But this is all new again. It changed last year because of some really big lawsuits, and now it's happening again, which I'm going to say is great. Keeping it authentic and real for everyone joining is so important. It makes direct selling look great, because I can tell you, I go to a lot of meetings and I see people and they're out there going, yeah, I was told I could do this and that and this and that, and nothing happened and no one ever called me. No one ever worked with me. So I hear it more than you think from guests that come to meetings in direct selling. And that doesn't make us look good. We love to be authentic. Exactly what Betty said she's doing with her team. She's showing them the perks and benefits and inviting them to learn more and be more should they choose to with their efforts and time. Perfecto. That's exactly what this is. So, did this help, or did anyone have any questions from that segment today before we go to our final 15 minutes? Marilyn, if you're trying to speak, you're muted.
Jackie? Oh, who's talking?
Go ahead, Pat.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everyone. I was just sitting here thinking it's just an eye-opener of, this last segment here about what you can do, what you can't do, what is said and what is not said. And it's so crucial to our anyone's business reputation as to what they really can earn or can do or can't do. So I think it's really important sometimes for me, skipping over the independent agreement is something that we really need to make sure that we're going over with our newbies, our new recruits, because there has a lot of that in there, and we just need to review it ourselves. And even if it's doing a cover, we just get the name, address, social security number, boom, boom, put them in, and oh yeah, you're gonna have a wonderful time. You're gonna do all of this. Training is free, and all of this stuff that we say. And we have to be so cautious now of what we're saying and what we're doing, and especially, as you say, putting it into print. And the other thing that I was thinking about was that I was trained always use the word potential when we're talking about what you really can earn, and that potential is based on what you put in it. Nothing is promised. You won't you make 50% if you have you meet your requirements, things like that. But to say that you're going to make $100 an hour is not just true, because some of us may only make $20 during that hour that we spent with someone. So thank you for showing us and sharing all of this with us.
Well, you're welcome. And that's the key. If you're going to do a math class and you're teaching compensation planning, you say, look, if you have 10 people who do $400, you make 11%, right? That's factual math class. So that's okay. But to say in general, right, unless you see facts from Jafra, where Jafra's posting our average Jafra party in the United States is $500. That's been posted. That's a fact. And then you can say for our typical consultants, then that's either a 40 or 50% commission. That's factual. So again, using this as your core is simple and keeps it factual. So let me go to Marilyn before we go back to our show. Thank you, Pat, for that. Go ahead, Marilyn.
Pat and I are thinking on the same thing. I just yesterday printed off the consultant agreement. It's 3 pages of small print, totally full. And I'm thinking, how many times when we sign a consultant up online do we ask her to read that beforehand? Very few times. So what do we do about that?
Well, the key is there's wonderful videos, by the way, already done by Jafra. If you go into Be Beautiful and you look under policies, procedures, there's 4 really short videos. So if they don't want to be a reader and you don't want to feel like you're doing a legal contract that could scare them to write, everybody has to have them. But when they literally go in and they fill out their agreement online, that's for them to read before they close the deal, right? That's why you have them do it, not you. Signing people up without them having that is really important, that they do it themselves. Number 1. Number 2, go back. I want to drive you back to policies, procedures, be your best videos. We've got them. They're just going to be updated. Okay. So even your brochures that we use, I'm a component of using what we've got, like the opportunity brochure and the income brochure. Right now, the words will be changed. So the 2 ways to paydays that I've been living on, suddenly I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite. It's okay. Jafra's going to fix it. So they're on it. We know, because this all just came out again in February. And I am proud to represent a company that instantly protects all of us and invests that money to be that. That doesn't happen in all the companies. We're very legal. We're here to protect all of us and be that authentic, really good direct selling company. So I'm really proud more than ever of that. And you'll probably be watching a lot of other companies still doing some really crazy postings. Have at it. I'm proud to represent Jafra. So I think it's a good aha. Do I think you need to read 3 pages? I really don't. But I think that, again, in here, there's going to be some guidelines, but we've got some videos. We've got Jafra Be Beautiful. And again, your job isn't to be the legal department. Our job is to be conscious of it. If you see someone in your team, even myself, this is new to all of us. We're here to help each other. Jafra's watching it constantly. Honestly, this team is out there. If you get a call, don't feel like, oh my gosh, I did something wrong. It's to say, you know what we noticed in your testimony? This is a way we're trying to help everybody learn how to do this. I'm learning it as much as you are. So it's new to everyone in the industry. But again, be really proud, not scared. We're going to continuously train on this so we all become our best. And we're just here to help each other. So the emojis, who would ever think the dollar signs of an emoji was Xnade? Oh my gosh. Like I sat in a meeting and this just happened. I'm like, what? So again, it's out there, but we're going to be okay. I'm just doing this early before Jafra releases everything, because it may take a month or so to get this out to you. So we just had the training and yesterday, I'm doing it today for you. So my goal is to do this at speed level and all of us become the experts and you can feel free and confident. Don't feel panicky. This is just a great opportunity to pause and use the tools Jafra has to educate. Okay. Did that make sense, Marilyn?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pat. And then I'll take Linda and then we're going to roll. Okay, go ahead, Pat.
Just one other thing that came to my mind, especially for a lot of our newbie leaders and et cetera, is that we also, within that same frame, have to be very, 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 very careful what we claim that products do. Because we all know sometimes we say, oh, well, this product is great for this. And we even ask a question on what apps, and we have a whole lot of info. So I think that that's another area that we have to make sure that we're making only the claims of what Jafra claims that product will do. Even though we know that we put such and such on our little pimple, it'll go away tomorrow. It may not go away tomorrow for 3 or 4 other people, but we have to be really careful, I think, in the same arena here.
You do, when you're sharing personal testimonies, how you use it per se that way amongst each other in Jafra, in a WhatsApp, it's not as critical in WhatsApp. It's when you're posting publicly to brand yourself. When you're doing training where there's potential guests there, right? Mm-hmm. So again, yes and no. If you're doing postings, use social.jafra.com. Use your brochures. Use your business meetings, right? So that's absolutely critical to your point, Pat, that we're, again, Jafra's got everything done for us now. Use that. When in doubt, go ahead and go to Jafra Cares. So ask your marketing team, they get back to you. So when you've got a target specific. So I love that. It's a good point. It's not just opportunity, it's product as well. So good point. Thank you for that. Go ahead, Linda, and then we'll roll back to close out our show today.
Okay, so these little sheets that we used Saturday with the $10 bills on one side and the description on the other, the last one said, need extra $, convert to $30 off your business kit, yada, yada. So in other words, I can't say that.
You can start your own business.
Okay.
Start your own business, right? So go back, you'll have the slides. Go back to those slides. It says to avoid need extra money.
Right, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So you have to turn that to get paid for your effort and time owning your own business, right? You own, it's factual. You have the freedom to become better, to work at your own schedule. So to literally make the word income. We had a video of someone who just posted last week. It was a beautiful testimony. She went to district manager. She was earning or district director very quickly, jumped like 3 levels. And she said, I love my lifestyle. I can't believe who I am a year in Jafra. I never dreamt of this. But when I looked at my bank account and what it was making my family, I'm in awe of my dreams. And now I'm going to have even bigger dreams, and you can too. That's not okay. Make sense? So the facts are, be proud. You can start your own business with a 50% commission opportunity. Be rewarded for your time and efforts, right? So it's the literal part to it. Very factual. So we can't talk a lot about income unless Jafra, and they're looking at average income claims, then their average facts. Remember we had the ladder with the average manager in 2015 made X amount per month.
Right.
Those are facts, okay? So unless we make factual claims, which we're looking at all the new ways we can do this, it'll be throughout the year. We're just being conscious a step ahead. They're not going to close our doors, not going to do that. This is all new, and we're educating the industry, but we want to grab it while it's hot. Make sense?
Yes. See, I'm going to do this same thing for Mother's Day, which is in just a couple of weeks. So
That's
now
okay. Look at the words and change it to
now
what you
need
see.
to come up with another tagline, something that will catch their attention. And start your own business. Everybody says that. I know everybody
You
says
have to.
cash, but so it's like, well, what the heck do you say now?
You have to say the facts. You're starting your own business.
Okay.
There's no catchy phrases. This is the facts, right?
Okay.
This is not new. This is,
No, it's not. We've gotten used to, trying to catch people's attention and stuff. I mean, I get that. It's not. We've stretched it. We just got to step back and figure out what we're going to say now.
It's good for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So it's good. It keeps direct sales as is. And because your average direct seller, really typically, you can go Google that, is making less than $1,000 a year. They're coming in for wholesale and they share a little bit here and there. That's normal. Like Marilyn said, this is kind of normal. What's happened now is it's regulated. And I'm just proud to be a company that wants to represent it right. So, and that's what's happened with all the forms of communication. So don't panic. Use the words in the slide. And again, Jafra's redoing all the print. We're in meetings over it already. We're getting ready to launch that. We probably won't launch everything brand new till almost conference. It takes that long. So just be conscious. Don't panic. Be conscious. Now that you know, just do it the way we need to. Okay, that sets the stage for everybody in direct selling anyway. So great questions. Thank you for the feedback. Let's go back. I'm going to quickly boogie through the slides. You all can read, but I'm going to show you because I did a lot of training on Facebook and I've made you a whole guide that we'll post on Training Tuesdays because this is a season of people getting out. This is a season of spring cleaning with their products. This is a season of springing into having their own business and looking at opportunities for themselves. This is a season when moms suddenly might be open because their kids are home this summer. They have babysitters and they're looking for that business startup opportunity. So because of that, I wanted to piece this together. Again, I won't go through all of it because I wanted to give you this time here together, but let me share with you just the quick slides and you can print and use what you need. So the key that I wanted to bring back to is the power of 5. We're heading into the final session today. If you did not listen to those 4 weekly sessions, that is Leader Training on Fire. I love what this has been about, so please make sure you constantly refer to that. I just did some top notes. What drives engagement with your team? Trust. Your phone calls, knowing you care. Betty did this exactly perfect in her testimony without knowing. When you reach out and you provide training environments, not depending on just the region or the company, it's you. Having Zoom meetings, conference calls, in-room meetings is more meaningful than anything. Means you care, you will have more empowerment from that. Like Betty said, oh my gosh, if I didn't see people every week, I'm not sure what that would mean. Having conversations. What causes your team to not be engaged or perform, if that's how you look at it? When you don't have meetings, guaranteed. When you don't have events together, guaranteed. When there's no real talking, only texting, guaranteed. Always asking for an order, guaranteed you'll have no engagement. So this is really key. If you didn't have church every week, what would happen to churches if there were no masses, no services, no events? These were some key things Jose Luis trained on. So again, they're always saying what Betty said. Is someone out there who cares about me? Can I trust you? How do you build trust? Consistent voices, relationships. Can you help me? Those are the top 3 questions they want to know. Why do people check out? They didn't make money. There's no recognition and there's no support. That's not Jeffra. That's not the region. That's you. You're that leader and future leader. So what matters is meetings. Really important. Make sure you've got structure as you enter spring and summer. Remember, there's a 3-step process to re-engage your team. Start now in April. You saw the checklist for April of all the people to reach out to. Call them and see, can I help you? Can I show you how to order? Can I show you a smart order at 400? I care. I want you to have a sense of belonging. We're going to start weekly meetings, monthly workshops, Zoom meetings, conference calls. Then they start to trust you because they emotionally know you, just like Betty talked about at her party. They trusted her. They wanted to support her. She showed them that she cared, and they said, we care back. The key is onboarding. I'm going to challenge you this spring and summer season. How are you onboarding a new consultant? There is a system. We can have Smart Start training, but you are the onboarder. We just provide an environment that we do it together. You want to welcome them within 7 days. Ask them their why. You want to collaborate and set some quick goals with them. Very quick, within 7 days max. Invite them while you're talking to them. What's their favorite product? Why not do a weekly onboarding call instead of 1-by-1? It's already structured on Tuesdays or Thursdays at lunchtime or after work hours. Give them a place to do it instantly so you start sponsoring weekly. And then take them by the hand with you. Have a teaching process and plug them into the training. Like you heard Betty say, 4 out of her 11 showed up. She personally invited them. And recognition matters. We're doing it in the Smart Start Sunday each week with their registration, but you're their celebration, not us. So we want to make sure that you work hand in hand with what we've got. The key is, again, their excitement is only good for 7 days. 30 days it maxes. It'll cost you 5 times more to find new people, your clients, your consultants, your hostesses, and your leaders than working with them. Whether it's a sponsor, a consultant, a client, a hostess, a leader. How is she going to help me? Does she really care, or did she just sell to me? And can I trust her? That's where phone calls and follow-up matter. Remember to train on the basic skills. They can go to Smart Start, but you need a weekly follow-up on Tuesdays or Wednesdays where you make sure they know how to talk to people, they know how to talk about their favorite product, and always how to invite people with 2 options. Do you like this or do you like this? I'm not going to go into it, but he talked about the 4 M's of the equipping model. What is that? It's making sure, again, you get them off to a great start. You make sure you've got reinforcement, recognition, and celebration, and they're learning basic skills. You can do 3-way calls, Skype calls, Zoom calls, Facebook Live, but you've got to help them launch their new business, help them make that list like we do in Smart Start, but you're the follow-up. Very, very key to a success. Again, if you didn't do this starting in January, go back and give your 2019 a new start. It's okay to start fresh with a welcome call, set some goals for April, and invite them to just talk about their favorite product. Most join because they loved your product. Those 4 M's Jose talked about, model what you do. Teach them. Mentor, do it together. The first party, I'll do with you, or the first calls. Then let's do it together. Monitor them. Then go ahead and watch them and give them feedback. And whether you're doing tabletops together, parties together, inviting them to share on a Zoom meeting, and then multiply. I will do the same with another consultant, encourage her to do the same. So She knows that you're going to teach them and you start to multiply. Model, mentor, monitor, and multiply. Feedback helps when you're mentoring leaders and future leaders. So, what I want to bring back to the month of May, and we'll do this again. I'll go a little bit more in detail, but I'll give you the slides early. So again, I'll post these today, but we'll move this towards our action planning call coming up here soon. What we've got here in the month of May is our changes. You're going to notice there's only one place to be every week from the region. Our region is in blue, and in red is coaching. In brown is regional meetings. Purple is Jafra, which I haven't added in yet because I don't have the action. And then there's gray for planning. So what does that mean? Here is what we have. Smart Start has moved to Mondays, but we have a holiday, so it'll be on Tuesday. Same time, same 4 weeks. This will change come June. But for now, that's what you have through May. Your leader training will only be the 1st and 4th week right now on Training Tuesday. Not weekly, just 2 Tuesdays. Coaching will only be on Mondays for these 2 groups right now. That's it. So you have training, coaching, coaching, training. Okay? So you can see how that works. All 6 of these cities are your opportunities to invite guests. Those are 6 states you can build. It's you inviting people to come as a guest. Give them your name, your case number, and we'll invite them to be a client, a consultant, or a hostess. Then this is the date for all new, renewed promoting managers, all at the same time, or if you'd like more information about the Mazda. All right? So you can see that change of calendar. I've also already in the May calendar posted in WhatsApp, on Facebook, and in your leader's email already. You have had from last week all of the May holidays, theme weeks, theme days. Start planning as you get ready to go pamper and post and do parties. It's already done for you. What else is going to be here? Coming up in May is National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. So I've already given you a handout that can lead people to your tabletops and do education skin cancer stations anywhere you want to go. And there's a handout from the Skin Cancer Foundation already done in your calendar. I will be posting as well. This is pretty cool. Jafra's theme for the month of May is sharing the opportunity. This is our monthly action invitation for you to use for meetings, cash and coffee, any opportunity sessions or trainings. So that I will post again today for you. And what is there to think about for May? May is a great month for direct sellers. It's big gift season. It's bundle seasons, new skincare, new color, new body care, new sun care. Theme parties, they're back out. They want to see their friends. They're happy. They love to party. Great giftables for nurses and teachers. And it's a vital time where people also start to look at opening their own business. Within here, again, I'm not going to read today. I want you to see we did a lot of different ideas on Facebook. How to invite people to your Facebook page. You're going to see simple slips. Helen talked about this, as did Linda White.
I'm back in the room.
Sorry, somebody just showed it out loud. So just mute yourself. So you're going to have simple slips that you can see. This is training from Belinda Ellsworth. You're going to see tips on what to do at tabletops. These are things you can do, okay? So I wanted you to know these are just some of the top tip ideas, looking at some of the websites I studied for you, how to bring people to your table, how to make things creative. So Linda, this may help you with some ideas. So I've got all of them here for you. How to use your tabletop events and post pictures. How to talk about what you're doing at a table to get people to come. to your table. You need people to get to your Facebook page or your group. That's what's really, really important. So I've done a lot of research here for you, what to do at tabletops, how to marry that as well to your Facebook groups. I will post all of this for you on Training Tuesdays unit today. I've utilized Belinda Ellsworth and the $1 Million Party Girl. I even made you a guide. In the guide is the 7 posting ideas for epic Facebook parties. Using badges for recognition for your clients, your hostesses, consultants, and leaders. The 5 top ways to use Facebook Live. And before, during, and after tips of vendor shows. So you will see all of that waiting for you in the units. So please wait. I know people have asked. We have kept the price at $139. I do not know the start and end times in detail. Wait for the agenda. Keep looking at Jafra Royalty. I don't want to say anything because it's still changing. And until I see it in print, right now, just note it's $139. And we'll look at the agenda as soon as Jafra has everything completely done. Remember, after this, you've got April, May, and June for that recognition in Austin. Don't miss it. It's going to be epic. I'm cheering everyone on who are working hard with their efforts and time to earn Jafra's incentives of Los Cabos and Orlando. You too can be a Betty and make it happen. Be decided, be dedicated, and be committed, and you too can be on these wonderful, amazing trips that you so deserve. Remember again, you will see vendor. These are the vendor ideas and different things we've got for you. So again, take a look at what we've got. The Power of 5 is alive. Study your Tuesday trainings. The Power of 5 earns you that luggage. The Power of 5 is, remember, a person has to look in 5 different directions in their lifetime. First, look forward so you know where you're going. Set your goals for April and don't settle. You've got 8 great days ahead. Look backwards. Remember where you came from. Celebrate yourself and celebrate others for small wins. Even Betty's saying, come to Smart Start, I'll do a drawing. That's awesome. 4 out of 11 attended, and now they're a little bit more engaged in Jafra. Third, look down. Make sure not to step on anyone, and make sure we're always being authentic to what our business model is. Fourth, look to your sides. Say thank you in this wonderful spring of appreciation to those who supported you. Good times, hard times. It's a we team, just like Betty said, with WhatsApp, Facebook, and your Amber region, your branch, your district, your company. It takes all of us, but you really matter. Your voice makes the biggest difference. And fifth, always look up. Know there's always someone watching after you and after them. From me to your company to, of course, your legal team. We're all here together. Wishing you the power of greatness in the 8 great days and the power of 5 this month. Thank you, Betty, for being our inspiration. Congratulations to our Green by 19, Shirley Pryor Davis, Janet Cower, Betty, our winner, and Diane Nelson. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. We'll post everything from our recording to your guides, to your recruiting rhyme time, and to all your slides today in your units under Training Tuesdays. Hope today led you to great opportunities and lots of learnings. Bye, everyone. Have a great week. Thank you for today.